how or what can you do to help the movement of Restore the Snyderverse? It doesn't matter who's going to restore it, if it's WB, Universal, or over at Netflix, or it doesn't matter. All right. The point is that we're fighting for it, and eventually we are going to get it. All right. Check this out real quick before we get into it. Make sure to hit that subscribe, turn on the notifications, and all the good stuff. All right. So look, check this out. Very simple. All we have to do is just boycott WB. Period. What does that mean? That means all the movies that they're putting out, don't go watch them, don't support them, don't give them any more money. Why? Because slowly they are declining, and as they continue to decline, things are going to get worse over at WB, and eventually they're going to be forced to sell that division or that department. All right. Right now, things are coming out and rumors are coming out saying that the investors are not happy. I've said this before. Investors are not happy because they're investing money and they're not getting back what their, return on investment is. And that's not good. All right. Apparently, there was a meeting that went on, and at that meeting, they were screaming and things are getting a little bit heated. Why? Because these investors are investing and wasting so much money that WB promised that they were going to get back, and they haven't. All right. They keep getting into the negative, meaning they're losing profits. All right. All right. So what? They made $1 billion with Barbie. That still doesn't cover it because remember, they have a lot of debts. So with those debts, they're constantly pulling and putting out money instead of stacking and being in the positive, the green. And in business, when you have these investors and they're not happy, two things happen. You can get sued by them, or the other one is that they're just not going to believe in you and they're just going to walk away and they're just going to leave you. So you need that money from these investors. That's what these studios do, and you have to give them back what they invest. On top, they get a specific cut and whatever their contract states. All right. The point is for us to get the Snyderverse restored is the way that we're going right now, because all these movies have just been flopping back to back, and everything that James Gunn is doing, he's overseeing and he's in charge of, he's not worthy of it. He's just not capable of running DC Studios, and it shows. You get what I'm saying? Because James Gunn is overseeing all of these movies that have been coming out, and honestly, they've all been just bad at the box office. And I don't want to hear no excuses because of this or because of that. No. People still want to go out and see movies because even during the pandemic, when No Way Home, that Spider-Man movie came out, it passed $1 billion. So people want to see good movies. That's all. They don't want to see shitty movies. They want to see good movies. All right. So when we come together, us united, we have the power to open or close our wallets. And like we've been doing. So you got to congratulate yourself. Really, really doing a great job by boycotting these movies. Look, I get it. If you're a YouTuber, if you're a scooper, if you're anybody that's, quote unquote, a fan and you support the Snyderverse, just don't go watch these movies, honestly. Go watch them either on bootleg or have somebody else pay for them. Or find an alternative. Just don't give money to WB anymore. Because when we hurt them financially, that's where the doors are getting kicked, meaning that we, the fans, are making noise. And for everybody that keeps on saying, well, you're a minority, you just don't have enough power, and then, oh, how's that boycotting going? It's showing. Your numbers are not where they're at, your investors are pissed, and you're losing fans. That says everything. All right? Open your eyes. Just open your eyes. The facts are in front of you. And a lot of you James Gunn supporters, because it's been coming from them, are so negative. You want to play the victim always, but then when the facts are told to you, you don't want to accept them. And that's the reality. The facts are that James Gunn is not worthy of leading or being in charge of DC Studios. And the fact is that yes, we, the fans, the paying consumers, the loyal customer, we know what we want. And we do not want James Gunn in charge. We do not want James Gunn at WB. And especially we do not want what James Gunn is doing with his quote unquote reboot, because it's nothing but fails, nothing but flops, and nothing but confusion. That's all it's been causing. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes down to it, the simple way so that we, the fans, and most of the audience can enjoy and see more of the Snyderverse is on December 1st, we are going to flood and crash the servers of Netflix because we are going to watch and support everything of the DCEU except we are not going to watch James Gunn The Suicide Squad. I'm saying it. Do not watch it. Watch Suicide Squad. Even though it's not David Ayer's final cut, but watch that one instead of The Suicide Squad from James Gunn. Because like I said, Netflix is going to be looking at the numbers and they're going to see, well, what does the audience want? Suicide Squad from David Ayer, or do they want James Gunn's The Suicide Squad? And when they see the numbers behind that we don't have access to, we don't know, maybe from there something can happen. And when they see that there's a huge demand for the version from Suicide Squad from David Ayer, it could probably open the doors for us to get David Ayer's Suicide Squad, his cut. That's why I said we got to keep on fighting. Don't give up. Do not be supporting what James Gunn puts out there. Plain and simple. This is how we have to do it. Like I said, we're at war. And in order to win the war, you have to play like chess. Every move counts. All right? In chess, that's what that game is about. It's about war. So our piece has to make another move. That way we can have them, meaning WB, James Gunn, quote unquote, the new DCU, in checkmate. Because at the end, at the way that we're going right now, James Gunn's DCU is rapidly heading down to the bottom. And that's going to piss off more investors, and it's going to piss off more fans, and eventually nobody's going to care anymore. And then WB's going to have to come up with an idea, and they're going to have to go back to what originally they had. That's how you can restore the Snyderverse. They have no other choice. Eventually, it will have to go down that route if they want to make money. All right? What are your thoughts? Make sure to hit the subscribe, drop your comments, all that good stuff, and until next time.